Hello, and welcome to the channel. Today I'd like to discuss wedding ceremonies, reading from The God's Own County by Heathens of Yorkshire. A very good book, I recommend it. Firstly, I feel I should go into the legality of certain weddings, of all wedding ceremonies really. Firstly, your marriage license. This is what legally binds two people in marriage. The couple has to go down to the county clerk office personally and get the marriage license. From there, it's active usually for about 30 days. Here in my state, it's active for 34 days. Ask your county clerk. They're going to tell you how long it's valid for. From then, you have those 30 or 34 days or however long it lasts to actually go through with the ceremony. So make sure you have your ceremony lined up with however long your marriage license lasts. Now, your marriage license is the thing that legally binds two people in marriage. Your marriage certificate proves that you had the ceremony. The couple is going to sign the license and the certificate along with the officiate, who must be legally ordained. I went through Universal Life Church. You can too. Excuse me. Now, in order for an officiate to be legally marrying people, they must be ordained. Now, as an officiate, you are going to sign both the license and the certificate as well. A lot of states also require licensing and certificates to be signed by witnesses who are over 18. Again, ask your county clerk. They're going to tell you everything that you need to know. You could also look up marriage laws for your specific state. It's not hard to find them on your state's government website. Now, as for the actual ceremony itself. Oaths. Oaths are very, very, very serious in Norse Pagan religion. We take them very literally and very seriously, of course. In fact, only one oath ring was ever found in history, and that was in ancient German culture. What you need to do is, if you have a troth or kith or otherwise community, and you're bound, and the couple is bound to that community, which you are the govee of, they select the oath ring, or you select the oath ring if you're the leader of that community. Then you take the oath ring, and during the ceremony, they will swear the oath on the oath ring. Now, this is, again, a modern representation, and I'm going to start reading from the book. For most people, their wedding day is one of the most important days of their lives. It is therefore very important that it is properly prepared for. The bare minimum required for the ceremony I have described here as an officiant, which is the govee, or the ordained person, the couple to be married, obviously, an oath ring, and the rings for the couple to exchange. If the couple are part of a kindred, or community, the oath ring used should be the oath ring of the kindred. If this is not an option, a family oath ring could be used, or a ring made or purchased specially for the occasion, which you can go on Grimfrost. They're a Norse Pagan company. You can get oath rings there. They have really cool stuff. Highly recommend it. The couple may choose to wed in traditional dress or in modern clothing. Almost every element of this ceremony can be changed and adapted to suit the couple's needs. This is purely an example of how a ceremony could be conducted. I have used the terms bride and groom throughout, but there is no reason why this ceremony cannot be used for same-sex marriage. The The ceremony contains a mixture of traditional elements and modern elements for the wedding ceremony. The physical layout of the ceremony is up to you, but if it is taking place indoors, you should have an area to place offerings or a bowl for liquid offerings. As the ceremony begins, the officiant should stand by the altar or central area with the groom, who should be accompanied by a trusted friend or group of friends. The bride walks to meet the groom, accompanied by a family member, usually the father or brother. This marks the start of the ceremony and can be accompanied by music of the couple's choice. Now, the officiant then speaks these words. Welcome, one and all. We are gathered here today before the gods to join bride and groom in marriage. We call upon the Aesir. We call upon the Vanir. We call upon the ancestors. We ask you to join us and witness this marriage between bride and groom. You pour an offering. Thor, Thunderer, hallow and protect this sacred space. This is done because Thor is usually seen as the one who protects and blesses sacred altars, sacred areas, buildings, so on. Thor is usually invoked to bless and hallow sacred areas, such as an altar. So remember that if you didn't already know. Before you make offerings at an altar, you should bless it with this of Thor. Now, if the couple wish, you can have a reading from the lore of their choosing. This could be a passage from the Havamal, the Eddas, or any other reading the couple feel is significant to them. If they have any gods or goddesses that are particularly important to them, they may wish for prayers to those deities to be included here. After the reading, the officiant should hold up the oath ring and invoke Vaur, the goddess of oaths and contracts. And it goes like this. Hail to Vaur, honest goddess, witness the oaths we swear here today. Truthful goddess, bless all those who keep their word. Honorable goddess, bring vengeance upon the untrustworthy. Vaur, you listen carefully to the oaths spoken, remembering the details, ensuring they are upheld. Friend to those who stand firmly by their pledge, punisher of the liar and the double-crosser. You guide us in upholding our honorable reputations. Hail Vaur. Then you pour an offering for Vaur. For goddesses, I find that they tend to like wines, as does Odin. The bride and groom will now swear oaths to one another to seal their bonds and recognize each other as their sworn partner. Ideally, the oaths will be written by the couple themselves, but the following words can be used. Again, oaths are very important to our religion. For this reason, till death do us part is much less likely to feature in a heathen wedding oath. While the end of a marriage is not something most people want to think about, oaths are binding. So a line such as, "For as long as our love shall last," gives the couple more options in the future. As oaths are sworn, both partners should hold the ring and look at each other as the words are spoken. Pardon. Now, for the oaths. This, again, is just a structure. This doesn't have to be exact. It could be written by them themselves or tailored to their specific needs. Groom. I say your name, hereby swear to you, bride's name, in the presence of the gods, the ancestors, and those gathered today, to love you, to protect you, to be loyal to you, and to serve you as an equal partner, in joy and sorrow, in sickness and in health, for as long as our love shall last. The bride's pledge is the same. The officiant now takes the rings, holds them up, and says, "The oaths have been sworn upon an oath ring. The oaths shall be forever binding in that oath ring. These rings, which the couple shall wear, not only act as a visible sign of their marriage, but also as a reminder to them of the oaths they have sworn this day. The officiant hands the rings to the couple for them to exchange. On completion, the officiant should speak these words. Bride and groom have sworn oaths to each other. They have exchanged rings to symbolize these oaths. In the presence of the gods, the ancestors, and those gathered here today, I pronounce them man and wife. You may now kiss the bride. On completion of this ceremony, a feast should be held in the couple's honor. As the couple leave for this feast, it is traditional for them to be accompanied by a guard of honor, a huskarl, made of trusted friends. If the couple wish to have children, it is traditional for a Mjolnir, which is Thor's hammer, to be laid in the bride's lap at the feast, to symbolically ask Thor to bless them with fertility. The feast may also include all the usual elements of a modern wedding reception, such as speeches, a first dance, and cake cutting. From here on out, the entire ceremony is going to proceed as a normal wedding ceremony, or a traditional one if that's what they prefer. Now, that's how you perform official, legal wedding ceremonies in Norse paganism in a modern rendition. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll have me on your journey.